All right, I'm here doing live coding with Rust. I'm going to dive into collections this week. So I'm going to go ahead and share this. And there we go. So we got common collections in Rust. And basically, there are three collections that are used in Rust according to the official book here: a vector, a string. So a vector is a variable number of values next to each other. A string, a collection of characters, and a hash map is going to allow you to associate a value with a key. And so let's try them out. So first step here, we have storing lists of values with vectors. And I guess what will be kind of cool is there a Rust interactive prompts? That's a great, I just don't know. But so first, let me just document what I'm doing. And I'm going to say here, episode 10. It's going to be collections. So, yeah, a question I have was just, is there like a interactive Rusts? GitHub Codespaces. Let's see here. So, okay, this is a basic environments, curl, a tool, Clippy. That's pretty cool. Live share, a multi-user editor, crates. So these are a bunch of tools, which I should put a note in here, just put under resources potentially. Like I'll do references, a useful resource, learning like Codespaces examples. So what I was looking for is there like an interactive terminal. You're going to want to go to here. We got this. We got this. Developing inside a container. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I don't. Let's look at more of these tools here. Rest Up Installer and Toolchain Manager. Rest Format. So this does look cool. I think I do need to use these formatting tools. These system tools, it seems shocking. There's no interactive Rust. Interactive terminal to run Rust. What is this? A module to work with a terminal. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a Rust interactive prompt. What's this? So it's built in Rust. Does it let you? I don't know what this is. A Rust-based terminal. But does it let you do Rust? This looks like just a regular shell terminal. But well, okay, I did a little bit of work, couldn't find it, but I mean, it definitely would make building this kind of stuff a little bit easier. But I guess what I can do is just run it this way. So we see let v equals a new vector, and then if I put a value inside of this vector, no output. Oh, I see. You got to put it inside of a function to do it. Well, let's try that. Let's build this out. Let's say make directory. This would be under common collections. We'll say EP10. I'll put this link to the documentation as well. Collections or vectors. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and say EP10 vectors, CD in there. And then if I just say touch vector dot rs, see if this will work, is that, let's get rid of this. Let's just take one of these examples here. Let's just grab this. Actually, let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. And let's just throw it in there. Now, what happens if I just say Rust vector as Rust or cargo vector, cargo run? That won't work. Oh, so you need to, can you just run? I always forget this. Run Rust without cargo. Do I actually have to create a so you do have to do this every single time, which is kind of annoying, but all right. So I'm gonna just say cargo new, and we'll call this collections. There we go. And then I'll go inside of here. I guess I'll just go to source, and we'll just paste this in there. So now I can say cargo. And well, first I need to delete this piece of code. Now if I say cargo run, key collections, cargo run, compile, could not find, oh, unused variable. So Rust, I guess, is really, really finicky here. Let I could say prints b is equal to vector. Let's try that. Does that work? Previous error. Oh, let prefix it unused variable v. Well, in this case, I am using it. So why is it cargo build? Why is it blowing up? Well, I must be doing some kind of typo error. Let's see, updating a vector, reading elements of a vector. This looks a little bit better. Let's take this piece of code and let's throw this in. So we got a main function, and I forget again if I need to say third element is, I think you just do the main, if I remember correctly. So we'll say let v is equal to vector, let the third element is this, match third. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this to run. So again, we'll do to cargo run. Could not. Why is this thing having such an issue actually running? Let's look at this source main target. Cargo build. I couldn't find LD. What does that mean? Couldn't find. Huh. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe I screwed something up. I'm gonna share it one more time here. Let's go here and get this back. So what I can do is I'm just gonna up a directory, and I'm going to just nuke this, and I'm gonna see if can I get even anything to work. I'm gonna say cargo new again. Cargo new. Say collections. Although that scares me actually, because I don't know if that's using some word that we care about. So I'm going to say cargo new I collect or something like that. Okay. Now if I go into this, we see my collects, we see main. Let's just see, does anything work? Cargo run. CD into my collects and do cargo run. But look, this doesn't even work. This is something is screwed up here. Failed check the server logs for more information. So I wonder if my environment is jacked up. That would potentially make me understand why stuff is all blowing up here. And if I look at the dev container, what do we got in here? We have all this stuff. Yeah, I don't know why Rust seems to. Even Hello World seems to be screwed up. Build a package, create a new package, benchmark. Yeah, if Hello World doesn't work, that's not a good sign. I might have a screwed up environment. Cargo run. If I scroll back to this, it says linking with CC failed. Let's see what that means. Ubuntu. There we go. Let's try that. So Rust version, and well, at least Rust seems to be. What happens if I go into the source file here? Type in Rust C main. That works. In fact, hello world. So cargo is jacked up, which I don't know how you fix that. So, and if I say cargo version, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Huh. This looks troubling that it's got a weird hashtag here. So how do you update cargo? You rust up show. Oh, let's try rust up show. Okay, I don't know what that does. Install locations. It can be solved with GCC multilib. Cargo clean. I think this is issue because it's still happening. I built a U example. Cargo and what? How do you update cargo? That's really what I probably care about, is how to update cargo. How to update cargo. You should update rustc and cargo. If you use rustup, they're shipped together. Rustup update will update both. Okay, well, let's put that as a note. First, let's make sure it works. Update. Okay. No updatable tool chains installed. And let's look what the dev container does. What does it do? This, and what if we go to the Docker file? What does it do? It doesn't do anything. Rust Buster. So Rust is already in here. I don't see anything. I mean, I like this. I should just comment it. Maybe I just need to build. Let's just see what happens. But something weird is going on with cargo that I don't fully understand. And this is the things that are always a stumbling block to newcomers, is trying to figure out how the packaging system works for language. It can take maybe years to fully get it working. I should look Rust version C, cargo version C. You can change the defaults. You can use cargo to update itself. I decided to post this after seeing that Rustup didn't update it. Huh. Okay. So that's good to know. So I should just put this as a guide here inside of the README, like put a maybe like updating cargo and Rust, something like that. There you go. If I say cargo, version 1.3. Now, that seem, I mean, I guess that's pretty new. If I say go into phrase repeat here, for example, say cargo run, what happens? So I don't know if that was ever working, but if I go to vectors, cd into ep10, I say cd into my collects, I say cargo run. That does not work because it says this error, a fatal error, could not find LD. Note. Yeah, this looks like, well, I could try to force it. Let's see what happens if I do this. Cargo install. Well, it did something. Now, that's a good question, is should you always do this? I don't know. I guess I'll just make a note in here, ran into some issues. Note, ran into a weird issue. And tried this. What does this do? Is this going to fix it? Or is it going to make the problem worse? Cargo, I mean, this seems like a weird command to run, but maybe it's not. Okay. I mean, it's definitely doing a lot of work. Okay, so now if I run cargo run, still problem. But if I say cargo version, we got cargo version. Well, the version looks maybe better, but maybe the cargo version was the problem. Let's do go into EP10. Let's remove this. Collect. Now let's just do a cargo hello world here. First steps. Why does it exist? That's what we want. New hello world. Does anything work? Okay. Now if I go into hello world and I say cargo run, does this work? See, that's not good. There's some weird issue here. Cargo build, although it says cargo build. Let's try that first. Although it shouldn't. Yeah. So this looks like the Rust is not installed or something. And so I guess the question is, why is Rust so screwed up on this system? And is it really an environmental issue? That's the problem. I mean, this looks user bin. Oh, set the default container specific. I wonder if this is the issue. LLDB executable. Okay. Uses a language. Actually, don't even know what this is. The LLDB debugger. This looks, here we go. Name Rust. Use the variant. I'm going to look again at the documentation for this because something seems strange. VS Code dev containers, develop REST-based applications, add the definition. To start VS Code, select containers Rust. You may want to run cargo dev container. So this is a new one. This is what's in here. So we got all this. We have all this stuff. But what I'm curious about, this Docker file, Rust 1. Yeah, something seems off here. And so Rust version is 163. And then cargo version is what version? Is 164. I would think that they would be the same. Now, what is Rust up? I don't know what this is. So, is it installer for the language Rust? Okay, so we have package manager, several Linuxes, but you may wish to. Yeah, so I think what the issue is that Rust appears to be broken on my system, and I don't know if it's because of my environment or not. This looks maybe how to like reinstall Rust and Cargo. You do that. Easiest way to get Cargo. So on Linux, it's done. You do this. Well, let's see what happens if I just do this. If I do this, looks like you have an existing version. Please uninstall your Rust first. No. Yeah. So, well, maybe it's time to just nuke this environment and make a new one. This could be the issue. So maybe that's a better goal for next week. Is something's wrong. So I'm going to say episode 11. So 11, fix code spaces, Rust, environment seems totally foobar. Figure out how to make one that isn't. There you go. A good goal. And I'll go ahead and put that. This is definitely not good in that I have all these debug files. So maybe I just need to just start over and just say, I'm going to add in this README, but I need to figure out how to actually not check in all these debug files. I mean, README, that is definitely not good. And maybe I'll put a note there that says that. Also, figure out how to not check in debug files. Okay, and let's do that. That looks like a good goal for next week.